Okay, we are live streaming. I'm going to call the meeting to order. At this time, I'd like to remind council, municipal staff, and members of the public in attendance that this electronic public meeting is being live streamed to the public. A video recording of this meeting will be available to the public on the township's YouTube account. Physical attendance of the public at this meeting is restricted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I'd like to thank the applicants for their patience and understanding of the need to organize this meeting through the use of technology. The municipality has made every effort to ensure all affected property owners were informed and are able to participate in this planning process. Sue, would you read the note, please?
Yes, through the chair. One of the purposes of the Planning Act is to provide for planning processes that are open, accessible, timely, and efficient. Accordingly, all written submissions, documents, correspondence, emails, or other communications, including your name and address, form part of the public record and will be disclosed, made available by the municipality to such persons as the municipality sees fit, including anyone requesting such information. Accordingly, in providing such information, you shall be deemed to have consented to its use and disclosure as part of the planning process.
Thank you. I'm going to give the First Nations land acknowledgement. As we gather today, I would like to acknowledge on behalf of Council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history, and we are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Is there any declaration of pecuniary interest?
No.
Okay.
None here.
Seeing none. The purpose is to hear persons' comments in regards to a request for a minor variance with respect to the provisions of zoning bylaw number 2006-26 as amended. The application was made by the applicant's owners. It's MVA-2022-01, James Thomas Koznaski and Marie Ava Koznaski. And I will turn it over to Mr. Lerbetsky to take us through the application.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Item number 5, the nature and the extent of the relief being sought from the provisions of zoning bylaw number 2006-26 as amended are as follows. Pursuant to the provisions of the residential 1 R1 zone of zoning bylaw number 2006-26 as amended, to reduce the side yard depth minimum pursuant to section 5.2 bracket E bracket closed III from 3 meters, which converts to 9.84 feet, to 2.65 meters, which converts to 8.70 feet, to allow for the construction of a 49 square meter, 520 square foot, 20 by 26 garage with attached breezeway. Are there any concerns or questions with regard to the request?
I don't see any, so please continue.
Thank you very much. Item 6.1, the notice of application and public meeting were sent out to all affected property owners within 60 meters or 200 feet of the subject application, and to all public bodies as required on January the 13th, 2022. Item 6.2, notice was posted on the subject property on January the 13th, 2022. Item number 7, notice to public bodies, written responses and or telephone messages, there were none. Item number 8, written comments, there were none. Item number 9, verbal report on general or telephone inquiries and or attendances at the municipal office, there were none. And I'll hand it over to Mayor Love. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Are there any oral or written presentations by those in attendance? I see there are no members of the public and the owner is not in attendance. So we'll move to questions, discussion by council or the committee. Any questions on the application, any discussion? Okay, seeing none, I will hand it back over to you, Silas.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just to elaborate, in the absence of the applicant, the reason for the application was that the building is being attached to the principal residence. So that causes different side yard requirements. If they would not have included a breezeway between the house and the proposed garage, there would have been no need for a minor variance because side yard setback for accessory buildings is only 1 meter. So it's because of the attachment of the breezeway that prompted the minor variance application. So I'll move on to item number 12. The Committee of Adjustment must consider 4 tests which, when reviewing a minor variance application, these tests are provided in section 45 bracket 1 bracket of the Planning Act. So I will ask these questions and I will require a yes or a no response from committee. Is the variance minor in nature?
Yes. Council, I would remind you, you will need to respond.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Is the variance desirable for the appropriate development or use of land, building, or structure?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Is the general intent and purpose of the zoning bylaw maintained?
Yes.
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 Thank you. And lastly, is the general intent and purpose of the official plan maintained?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And Madam Mayor, I will now turn it back over to you.
Okay, so I guess I need Sue to read the notification for us.
Yes, through the chair. A copy of the decision of the committee will be sent to the applicant and to each person who appeared in person or by counsel at the hearing and who has filed with the Secretary Treasurer a written request for notice of decision. If you wish to be notified of the decision of the Committee of Adjustment for the Township of Madawaska Valley in respect of this application, you must submit a written request to the Secretary Treasurer of the Committee of Adjustment for the Township of Madawaska Valley. If a person or public body would otherwise have an ability to appeal the decision of the Committee of Adjustment to the Ontario Land Tribunal, but the person or public body does not make oral submissions at a public meeting or make written submissions to the Township of Madawaska Valley before the decision is passed, the person or public body is not entitled to appeal the decision. If a person or public body does not make oral submissions at a public meeting or make written submissions to the Township of Madawaska Valley before the decision is made by the Committee of Adjustment, the person or public body may not be added as a party to the hearing of an appeal before the Ontario Land Tribunal unless, in the opinion of the tribunal, there are reasonable grounds to do so.
Okay, thank you. Now, at this point, we do need a resolution that provides the committee decision. I'm going to look for a mover and a seconder that the Committee of Adjustment grant application MVA-2022-01. Moved by Councillor Wilmer, seconded by Councillor Schulist. Is there any discussion on that recommendation, that resolution? Seeing none, all those in favor? And that's carried. And with that, I will declare the meeting closed. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.